All right, I will call this meeting to order. City of Indio Public Arts Commission meeting of Tuesday, February 11th at 5:31 p.m. Can I get a roll call?
Commissioner Marujo,
Present.
Commissioner Prudhomme,
Present.
Commissioner Newmeyer,
Here.
Vice Chairperson Armenta,
Here.
Chairperson Sanchez.
Present. Do I have any volunteers for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure, I'll do it.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item number 3, public comment for items not on the agenda.
There are none.
Okay. Item 4.1, review and approve minutes of the Public Arts Commission meeting of January 14th, 2025.
I approve.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, Commissioner Marujo, you will need to abstain from these.
Abstain.
Commissioner Prudhomme,
Approve.
Commissioner Newmeyer,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Armenta,
Yes.
Chairperson Sanchez.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, item 5, presentation by local artists and/or art organizations. I see there's none. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. And we are on to item 6.1, to select 3 finalists for the Indio Center Stage project.
And may I ask the IT to open my presentation under name Leila? Thank you. Perfect. Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the Public Arts Commission. As you said, this is Indio Center Stage Mural Project selection. You are supposed to select 3 finalists to go before the City Council from the 7 that you selected to come back today to the Commission to provide their presentation. The first presentation is from Autumn Martino. I believe she is here. So she's gonna present her presentation, and then it's supposed to be 5 minutes, so please be mindful of that time. Then you can have any questions from her at the end of her presentation. So again, IT, if you could bring up her presentation, that would be great.
Hi, I'm Anna Martino, and this is my proposal for Indio RFP 16. Okay, thank you. I grew up in the Coachella Valley, where my passion for art was sparked at a young age, thanks to my mother's encouragement. I still remember the joy of winning my first art contest in 6th grade. It was a moment that I knew art would always be a part of my life. Since then, I've had the privilege of showcasing my work in galleries, books, and even the Palm Springs Art Museum. After graduating Cal State San Bernardino Palm Desert, I embraced my love for figurative expressionism, drawing inspiration from the vibrant beauty of the desert around me. As both a mother and an artist, I pour my creativity into inspiring joy and hope, sharing beauty with my community through my diverse art forms and public murals. This is my mock-up, and there are 2 mock-ups. There's one on the PowerPoint, and there's this one. This was the second one that I was suggested, but I also have one with Abby Carter in it. So this was the second one. I have a hummingbird. It pays homage to the Date Festival, the City of Indio, a Ferris wheel, which is iconic of the festivals, and a beautiful desert landscape. That's building 1. And that's a fringe-toed lizard, which is iconic of our valley, and the palm trees. Oh, it's just showing one. Okay. So how I came up with the design. I wanted to showcase the beauty of the desert while incorporating the vibrant spirit of the Indio festivals. My vision featured a design where the desert surrounds the two buildings, one bathed in daylight, gradually transitioning to the other set at dusk. To bring the scene to life, I included a stunning hummingbird and a local lizard, which is the fringed-toed lizard. The design also highlights the date festival, complete with a Ferris wheel and the iconic Indio sign to emphasize the city's identity. How the artwork fits the RFP. My artwork aligns with the RFP by highlighting the desert's unique wildlife, stunning landscapes, and the vibrant atmosphere at the date festival, all while incorporating the Indio logo to connect it directly to the city. It also captures the essence of your request for creative freedom, which I love, which I truly appreciated. This allowed me to focus on showcasing the unparalleled beauty of our desert, a beauty like anywhere else. So this is my timeline. I broke it down into weeks. So week 1, I'm going to pressure wash and prep all 8 walls. Day 2 through 3, I'm going to primate all 8 walls. And day 4 through 6, I'm going to spray and roller the background and sky color. Week 2, I'm going to project at night and outline the main images onto the walls. And day 10 through 14, I'm going to begin filling in the large shapes, such as the mountains, the hummingbird, and other prominent details. Week 3 through 7, I'm going to continue filling in the details and refining shapes. And week 8, which is going to be the ending weeks, day 57, I'm going to allow it to dry and cure for 1 day, and then I'm going to spray and clear coat it to finish the mural on the next day. Anticipated to finish in 2 months. Acts of God like rain or supply issues. That's why I said the 4 months thing, because I know I had a mural that had issues like that before. Here's my budget. The cost of supplies, I spend a lot, so I about $25,000 in supplies because paint's expensive. I use the best quality paints. The cost of 5 artists, $15,000. The cost to purchase equipment, like a sprayer, a good sprayer, and a lift and things like that to rent, $9,000. Insurance, $1,000, and the total expenses will be $50,000. And that's the fringed-toed lizard atop the bathroom, and that's my info. Thank you very much.
Oh, please wait for questions if there's.
I'm so sorry.
Any question from the commission for Ms. Autumn?
I have a question. The RFP that I read, I didn't see any coding for graffiti. Is that correct?
There is no coding for graffiti because a lot of the research that I've done on that, it showed not to help at all, and you have to scrub it down to get it off anyway. So what happened when they had graffiti in the Coachella Valley Veterans mural, which is the exact same wall type as this wall, you just come back, clean it up, paint over it, and recode it, and you can't even tell.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you visited the site? Okay. Any other questions?
Just one question in regards to the hummingbird, excuse me. In regards to the hummingbird and the fringed-toed lizard, why did you pick the fringed-toed lizard?
I looked up what lizards are
That are endangered?
oh no, I didn't know it was endangered. I didn't even know that.
There's
That'd
a
make more
sanctuary for it, but
Oh, then that's perfect.
that's why I'm saying, why did you pick it?
Because I looked up lizards, local lizards, and
Yeah.
it came up fringed-toed lizard.
Yeah,
And I remember it from like the Living Desert.
yeah, that was kind of unusual, but. Also, your green backdrop, is that considered a fairway? The green backdrop of a greenery, is that considered a fairway? Golf? I'm not saying, I'm just asking if that's what it is versus,
It's like a golf background.
okay.
I thought it'd be a pretty contrast to the pinks.
No more question? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. So the next artist that we have is Joy. Is that you? Oh, Joy Dietel. Is Dietel. Is he on the Zoom?
No, it's me.
Oh, it's you? Oh, please come over.
Joe Deedle.
Dietel. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, come over, please. So if we get his presentation up, that'll be good. There we go.
Am I able to see the notes view, the presenter view? Or should I follow along with my computer at the same time?
It's better to follow with your computer. Sorry about that.
No problem. And I just do the right arrow
Exactly. It goes.
to continue. All right, well, I'll try to do this at the same time. Okay. Hi, my name is Joe Deedle, and my husband and I moved out here to Palm Springs 7 years ago, and I opened up my own studio and art gallery called Deedle Art Gallery. I'm kind of known for my large impressionistic desert landscapes. I'm inspired by the vibrant colors, the shifting light, and the timeless beauty of the Coachella Valley. My work reflects a deep connection to this unique environment, celebrating its vast skies and dramatic mountains and colorful plant life. I bring to this project my experience with creating immersive and transformative murals, including the recent work that I did for the Alice B restaurant in Palm Springs, run by star chef Susan Finnegar, for their Living Out facility for the LGBTQ 55+ retirement community there. Got nervous, I'm sorry, guys. All right, so this mural invites viewers, invites viewers to experience the tranquility and wonder of being submerged in a vibrant lily pond. It is 40 feet across by 9 feet tall, with an additional 8 feet above your head on the cantilevered ceiling. It gives the viewer the sensation of being below the surface. And the wall opposite the mural is a 5 feet tall wall. It stretches 50-foot length of the patio. And the smaller wall mural is look above the lily pad, and you see the mountains and trees and sky reflected in the pond. And I did this over about 6 weeks in October and September last year. And it was really hot, so I was only able to work in the first couple hours in the morning and a couple hours at night. But I finished it on time and on budget in 6 weeks. This is a mural I created for the Highway 111 mural in Palm Desert, and it is 25 feet long by 12 feet tall. I finished this project in 4 weeks on time and on budget. This is a mural I did for an outdoor patio for a private client, and it is on 2 walls. It's 15 feet by 9 feet. In 2021, I designed and painted the mural for Bit of Country restaurant in Palm Springs. It's a really fun little restaurant. It's 15 feet by 8 feet. Upon visiting this location in person, I got excited for the opportunity to transform these buildings, the bathroom buildings here, into an immersive tribute to our desert home, creating a visual dialogue between art, community, and nature. My vision for this mural is to wrap both buildings with expansive, larger-than-life desert landscapes, bringing the vivid hues of the skies, the striking forms of the colorful cacti, and the majesty of our mountains to an impressionistic scale that envelops viewers. The design will seamlessly flow across all 4 sides of each building, echoing the rhythm and the energy of the music venue, while providing a serene backdrop for the performance that's happening on the stage, but it doesn't compete with the performance at the same time. In addition to this, to further celebrate Indio's identity, I will take inspiration from the primary colors in the City of Indio logo and weave them into the mural's design. These colors will enhance the vibrancy in the design and create a meaningful connection between the artwork and the city's branding. My budget for this is design and paint for the mural, $35,000. Wall preparation and priming, $4,000. Material supplies, $5,000. Insurance, $1,000. Anti-graffiti coating, $300. Maintenance, $2,000. Travel expenses, gas, $500, for a total of $47,800. I plan on using Vandal Guard's protective coating after the project's complete. This protective coating helps with UA protection, graffiti protection, and if there's a problem, I can power wash it off. I live in the Coachella Valley, so I plan on looking in on the mural several times a year, and if there's a problem, I'll power wash it. Also, I'm going to be keeping the paint colors. I'm going to get specific paint colors from Home Depot so I could match it easily, and with my impressionistic style, I think it'll be very easy to, I'm not going to do like a very photorealistic and it's very hard to get the edge right or something, So the impressionistic style, I think I'll be able to fix if there's any tagging or anything like that. And every 5 years, I'll reapply the coating just to help with UV and stuff like that. My engagement strategy was to visit some of the local businesses personally, and I talked with a few of them, and they really liked my design. And one of them, I didn't do the slide. And one of them even commented that the cactuses looked like they were dancing to the music from the stage. I thought, I'm going to use that. Having surveyed some of the other beautiful murals, I think that my impressionistic desert landscape will be a welcome addition because it's differing style and subject matter. I hope that the mural will provide residents and visitors a chance to smile and pose and capture a moment to remember from their time spent at the venue. And based on my previous projects, I can assure you that I will complete this new work on time and on budget. I estimate it will take 6 weeks in April and May to complete. And And if you'd like, I'm happy to add these 2 other walls to my design as well. Thank you guys for considering me for your wonderful project. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any questions?
No question.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.
All right,
Appreciate
thank you.
it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so the next artist is the artist from Flat Black Mural Company. Is she here? If not, could you please check if she's online?
I'm online.
Oh, perfect. Welcome. So, as I said, everybody has 5 minutes, so please be mindful of the time. And then it's your time to explain your design and your concept. Go ahead.
Great. So we are Flat Black Mural Company. We're an artist collective based in Palm Desert. We specialize in large-scale murals, and we produce work across a variety of mediums, but aerosol work and murals are definitely our strong suit. The name Flat Black Mural Company comes from Flat Black Shop, which is in Palm Desert. That was opened in 2015, 10 years ago, by Pete Salcido. It's an urban art supply store that specializes in aerosol art, so we sell to a lot of mural artists, which is how we got started in doing a lot of mural art. In 2018, Flat Black Mural Company was created to bring together local artists and businesses into a collaboration to bring more art to the Coachella Valley. Throughout the years, we've worked with Porsche, Acrisure Arena, and the Palm Springs area in general, as many other businesses. You can see some of our work here on various locations in Palm Springs. We've got a school here. If you go one more slide over. There we go. Some of our past projects that we've done. All very large-scale work. Some very photorealistic as well. If you go to the next one, there's 2 more examples there. Very colorful, vibrant. These are all done locally, except for the one on the left there. That one is done in Blythe. So moving on to our design for Indio here. Our design is incorporating the Indio city logo and the font type used in that, as well as the beauty of Indio in general and Indio's beautiful sunsets. We did a mock-up on the next one here, so you can. So this would wrap around the entire building, incorporating all of the wall space. And the concept behind this, the vision is to showcase the unique beauty of Indio with a special focus on the breathtaking sunsets for the vibrant city that welcomes so many people. Indio is a city that welcomes over 1.4 million visitors each year, and as we know, is the city of festivals. They attract people from all over the world. And during the coldest times for everyone else, we get to enjoy the beautiful 80-degree weather and the sunsets, which make a beautiful backdrop for all of the wonderful festivals, concerts, and other cultural events that happen throughout the city. From world-renowned festivals, including that big one that we all know about, to local celebrations, Indio offers a dynamic atmosphere that blends creativity, community, and entertainment. And while much of the country, like I said, faces those chilly temperatures, our festival goers get to enjoy Indio warmth. So we wanted to represent that in the mural by showing warm colors, the desert landscape, and that perfect setting that you get with our Coachella Valley sunsets, with that stunning transformation that you get in the sky colors, and then incorporate that with the Indio logo. So we've got the transition from the right with the sun into the sunset around the Indio letters into the palm trees and the nightfall onto the left. And then if you go next to our budget, there we go. Artist fee is $20,000. Materials and supplies is $5,000. Equipment rental is $1,000. Site preparation $1,500, and then the administration fee for a Flat Black Mural Company is $7,500, which puts our total at $3,500. The next slide will show you the timeline. Total timeline to complete the project would be 2 weeks, 3 days for wall preparation, 8 days for painting, and 3 days for finishing and cleaning. And then I'm sorry I didn't mention it in the budget, but it is also included to have an anti-graffiti coating and a sun UV protective coating on it as well. That's part of the $35,000 total. And that is our presentation. Is there any questions?
Commission has any question for the lady from Flat Black Mural Company?
I guess if we get your name so we can start calling it the lady from Flat Black.
Tiffany.
No questions from me.
I do have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, did the artist visit the site? And then also, is there any particular reason for the choice in the roses?
The artist did visit the site. We have seen the site in person. And the roses is to pay homage to the Hispanic culture of the area. Roses are seen in a lot of Hispanic art. And in a way, we wanted to give a little nod to the Hispanic community of Indio as part of the mural.
Thank you.
You answered it. That was my question in regards to the roses, why you selected the roses. Thank you. You gave me the answer.
Great.
Any other questions for Tiffany? No? All right. Thank you very much, Tiffany. So we're gonna
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night. So we're gonna move to the next artist, Adam Rodriguez. I believe he's here. All right, may I get Adam Rodriguez's presentation? There we go. Yeah, you've been here before.
Perfect. And then I just cycle through like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so thank you so much for having me. Best of luck to all the other artists that are submitting for this project. I'm just going to introduce myself and my background real quick, and then get into some of my previous work, and then go through the Indio Center Stage concept with you guys, and we can answer any questions. So my name is Adam Enrique Rodriguez. I'm born and raised in Indio. I'm a proud native from Indio, California. Both sides of my family have real deep roots here. My great-grandmother immigrated here from Mexico and worked in the fields in the eastern Coachella Valley for 40 years. And my other grandparents were actually, they were reputable attorneys out here for decades. My grandmother was the first female judge commissioner of Riverside County, and my grandfather was the elected city attorney for the city of Coachella for many years. So, like I said, my family is very deeply rooted here. Both of my parents graduated from Indio High School, and I as well graduated from Indio High School, where I earned a scholarship to attend Laguna College of Art and Design. And that's kind of where I started my foundation as an artist and paving my career path as an artist. So fortunately, within the last decade, my work has led to opportunities working with various nonprofit and humanitarian organizations such as Tom's Shoes, PBS, Loma Linda Children's Hospital, Desert Cancer Research Foundation, as well as being able to facilitate student murals throughout the Desert Unified School District and working in collaboration with the Desert Recreational District. I've also worked on major projects with event productions like Golden Voice and Live Nation. I've designed album artwork for Grammy Award-winning musicians, as well as illustrating a novel for the late Kobe Bryant before he passed away in 2020. So, through my experience, I've gained knowledge in different ranges of visual arts, different mediums, whether large-scale murals to digital graphic design for album artwork. So a little bit of my previous work that I've done. This was a piece I did in 2016 at the Westfield Mall. This is a landscape piece I did a few years back. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of the scope of the work that I do, everything from realistic landscapes to more contemporary abstract work. This is a piece I did with the students of Nellie Kaufman. I collaborated with them on a concept and we executed it a few years ago. More, commercial type work that I've done throughout the years for festivals and private residences and everything in between. So for this next project, I want to incorporate a lot of these elements that that exist in my work, from combining hyperrealism in the landscape to, vibrant, colorful date palms in the foreground, as you can see here. The idea is to kind of create a subtle optical illusion between the date palms and the landscape to kind of accentuate and camouflage into the surrounding environment around the structure. This is the concept without being on the building, and then of course I'll show you what it looks like on the building. The story will kind of change as the viewer walks around the building, no matter where you're looking at it from. So from sunrise to daytime to sunset, it'll just kind of tell the story of the desert and the changing colors of the landscape as the day goes. From anywhere, whether you're enjoying it from the center stage or you're driving by or you're at the food truck festival, you can kind of see it. It blends in seamlessly with the surrounding environment and the structure. And then also with the date palms kind of tying in the composition and that sense of movement as it goes around. So yeah, and like I said, I want to create kind of this optical illusion where people can interact with it as if they're, when they're coming in and out of the building, it would look as if they're coming in and out of the actual landscape and engaging with the environment in that way. So yeah, if there's any questions about, I have my itemized budget and material costs in my presentation, in my original proposal that I sent, so if you guys need me to go through that in detail, I can. The scope of the project would probably take me about 6 weeks to complete, doing the mandatory preparatory work, power washing, priming, and then at the end I have a industrial nanotechnology type anti-graffiti sealant that will go over the whole building. Which will also protect from UV rays and weather damage as well throughout the year. So that is my presentation. Thank you again very much, and I appreciate all the other artists for being here. If there's any questions, I can answer that.
Good questions. In your original proposal, you bounced between a bare oil enamel,
right,
and a mountain spray, and then you talked about your nanotech. What type of spray does it work?
It's aerosol, yeah.
But does it work with the bare enamel?
Of course,
okay.
Yeah. All the materials that I'm using on this project, I've used on, like I've said, I've painted on corrugated shipping containers that are still clean till this day. I've painted on stucco walls and drywall inside. So I have a sense of utilizing the materials in the way they need to be used. And like I said, once it's sealed with that nanotech industrial anti-graffiti sealant, it will protect it from any kind of weather damage or sand damage, UV rays, things like that. So,
And I believe your total budget is 50,000,
My total,
correct?
yes,
Okay,
exactly.
thank you.
Any more questions or? Okay, thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Adam. Thank you so much. All right, so next artist is Juan Cuevas. Is he here? Oh, there he is. Hi, how are you? You were hiding in the back.
Let's see here. So let me see, let me test this. I go forward.
I believe since it's PDF, we need to change it from our
Yeah.
Matt needs to change it at over there. So if you need to go to the next page, just say it on the mic, please.
Cool. So when I submitted this, I wanted to focus on my concept. I didn't include a lot of prior work, even though I got a lot of prior work in the desert. I included it in the original proposal and stuff, but I didn't formalize it into my presentation. The most recent work I've done is, well, today I was working at Acrisure for the Living Desert. We're doing a mural at Acrisure that's focused on the wildlife in the desert, its protection, and basically promoting the Living Desert and all the work that they do, so that we get more support for that. The next most recent mural is the one at Gerald Ford, and that one is, it's about close to like a football field. It's ginormous. I love it, and every project I get better at what I do, and the demand is really high right now. So it's been a cognizant decision on my end, just to focus on what I love. Paint what I love, get better at it, paint the desert, paint the brittle bush, paint hummingbirds and everything I love, everything that gives me life, everything that I love about the desert, why I chose to live here, why I chose to raise a family here. And that is my point up until now. If you guys would like to see more of my background, please ask. I'll get that together. But if I go to the next slide, this was the write-out that I did, and I'll get to that right now. I think the next slide will be, there we go. So this came to life as I walked the location. One thing that really spoke to me about the area was its openness. You're in the middle of downtown, and it's bustling, and there's restaurants. That aside, it still feels open, and I wanted to add to that. Like I've seen Zach's mural, and just every mural around there and stuff, including the one at the Tap House. It's just horizontal, it feels open, so I want to be a part of that community of how that looks. And again, in this presentation, you'll see all the stuff I love, the mountains, the sunset that as I came in, it was out and doing its thing. This is a sunrise. So one of the cool things is that during the majority of the daytime, that subtle green glow that you get at sunrise won't be around. So it'll be, even though parts will blend with the landscape around it, that part won't, and it'll be nice, except at sunrise it will. And then at sunset, it's just these contrasts of color that'll make the work jump and pop. One thing I do is look. All I do is look. I like to, again, I'm trying to simplify my process, and what I do is just looking. So when I paint, I'm just looking at what the landscape is. I'm looking at how those colors happen. I'm looking why, if I have that same color here, and I don't have it, like why it's not as bright as it is in nature. And it's always the desaturated colors, the saturation, the contrast, the warm lights, what's around it, the shadows it casts. So that is what I do. That's how this will come to life. can you go to the previous, please? Perfect. So, yeah, there's the Chuckwalla. We just got a national monument, and I just thought it would be perfect to add a Chuckwalla there. Indio is the closest in proximity to the national monument in terms of being a major city. One thing I want to promote and I love is ecotourism. I think it's just another thing that I can lend that just by I had a conversation with somebody and it really struck me. She was grieving and she had mentioned bearing witness, and I thought that was really powerful. Sometimes it's just showing what you love, showing that you see this, and then that is enough to kind of get the spark going, to start to see. I highlight the hummingbird in this for two reasons. As a painter, the thing that came to me after that presented itself was, oh, I chose it because it's green. I chose it because I was kind of trying to complement the grass, and I did that at Ford as well, because I want the perception around us to kind of also inflect on what's going on in the mural. And so I was like, oh, these beautiful mauves and the purple of the mountains and stuff, all that stuff will make the saturation of that green lawn just boom. So that was the painter in me. The kind of lover of nature activist, if you will. Hummingbird populations, even though you see them everywhere, they are in decline. That goes for a lot of birds in general. They're still abundant to where we see them all the time, but usually it's due to toxic exposure and toxic chemicals, but mostly habitat loss. So this was something that that was the other end of like, well, that's a hummingbird. That's another reason why I want to choose it. As well as it's one of those animals that just goes everywhere, and its speed. If the equivalent to humans is 150 calories that we would need to consume to operate as a hummingbird and what it does. And I think Indio has the most kids. It's something that's scientific. It's something that like it's almost like quantum mechanics in the way it just appears to be everywhere. And I think that's fascinating. And then that got my idea with the same thing, with the magnification, with magnifying it. Am I just representing nature? No, because it's at a bigger scale. It's almost like adding a magnifying glass to what I'm looking at. The final point, because I don't want to take up too much time, but it's the Indio letters. One thing I wanted to do, you guys have done an amazing job with the branding, the colors. I love seeing it everywhere. I don't just want to represent it, I want to interpret it. And so in this one, I was like, if I can add some transparency, almost like a rainbow, almost like glass, as the clouds pass through it, it'll look like colored glass. And I thought that would be really cool, just as a painter, I think, to see all those colors kind of pop like that. Let me see. And I also included a swallowtail, which I've wanted to do forever in that format. Can we go to that image with the swallowtail, please?
Is it the one before this?
Yeah, I believe so. It should be the middle one of all those images. There we go. It was that the one prior to, or the one, there we go. Yeah. So when I like the when people, that's the one right there. When people share on social media, it's an organic kind of exposure. And so, can you go to the one? Can you go to the one with the butterflies? It's the butterflies I'm looking for. The one in front that says India with the girl taking a picture in front.
There is. Okay, I think it's getting there.
Okay.
I believe it's next slide, Matt. with the butter. There
That's
we
the
go.
one. That's the one.
This one.
Yeah, and so I thought that would be really cool. That's another area to put Indio on for it.
Matt is changing. I don't know why the slides get changing.
Oh, no worries. I think it showed, and I think
You got
Yeah.
it. You're good with it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you for showing that. And when there's nobody taking a photograph of it, I didn't just want it to be like some funny little wings. So it's actually a portrait of it feeding on globe mallow, which is another nectar plant that they love, that we must plant. One thing, I will add more local plants. I got brittle bush in there. I've got golden barrel. But as an artist, just if I need San Verbena here, I'll add San Verbena. Yeah, I'd love to if you guys have any
And
questions.
then your budget?
My budget is $50,000. I basically I saw the budget, and then my idea is like, well, what can I do with that budget? It will cover, I itemized everything that it will cover. I started as a oil painter, so I prepped the walls like it's soaking into canvas with distilled water, because you don't want to have mineral deposits in there. So that's the foundation that I use for its longevity. I've got quite a bunch of murals in the area, and I check up on them all the time, and they're doing fantastic. But I know the conditions. Like when I was painting here in Indio for St. Boniface, the boutique hotel, I got sandblasted, and you know that your mural has to withstand that. And so I don't spray. I think I like going out there, enjoying myself. Sunny day. The most I can do with a wet brush and really pack it in there like butter. One, I enjoy it, and second, it lasts longer that way. The sun will eat up the first layer, but there's still another layer. It eats up that layer, there's still another one. So the longevity is long like that in terms of its color stabilization as well. I feel like when you go spray, it goes light. It's like dyes.
John, we would like you to stick to the 5 minutes, so
Okay.
you're a little bit over that. If there's anything else that you would like to add shortly to finish your presentation, that would be great.
Cool, yeah, thanks. This is what I love to do, and so please use me if I would love to paint this for Indio. I love Indio.
Great, thank you. Any questions for John? No questions? All right, perfect. You explained everything.
All right,
Thank you
thank you.
very much. So the next muralist is Timothy Robert Smith. Could you please come to the front? Oh, wow. That's good. Thank you.
Got one more prop. There's actual painting right here. This is all Photoshop, digital.
Timothy, you need to
wanna
talk
talk to Mike?
into
Okay.
the exactly.
For the
Would
records
you
and
like
stuff?
me to hold that?
Yeah, if you know. Thank you. It's a little wet, but it's fine. All right, how's it going? My name's Tim, Timothy Robert Smith. I'm happy to be here to show you my design. I'll just do a quick little recap of my history. So, I do realism and perspective to try to create these cinematic painted environments. Here's some of my work that I did. The one on the left is for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a new football stadium. This is from 2023. The one on the right is for Salinas, California. That was a hand-painted freeway underpass mural as part of the Clean California project. This one at the top left there, that's for West Hollywood City Hall, and just a plethora of other murals that I've done over the last 2 or 3 years. So, moving on, I'll talk about my concept for this project. I wanted to really focus on movement from the cars that drive by and the people that walk by. So I really thought a lot about the way the two buildings work with each other to create optical effects. And it actually works really well if you walk by, but if I spin it, it'll pretty much do the job. So I actually built this, not for the presentation, but it works for the presentation. But I built this for my own understanding of how to effectively really get people engaged in like this immersive experience, right? As you're walking by. And I move these characters and these objects around a lot, and I found having this character who's running into the vanishing point creates a lot of mystery there. And I put her right on the corner to where as cars drive by, it'll appear that she's actually moving with the cars. And of course this car, this classic car here, I also put on the corner. And then the Ferris wheel wraps around the corner as well. Now the back, this is the part that you see when you're watching the band or whoever's playing. This is going to be a selfie wall from like all distances. So of course you can get up close and take a picture with like the giant hands and people in the crowd. But I think it'd be even more fun if people took pictures when they're far away from the wall. So it looks like the raised hands and the people that are in the crowd are actually blending in with the real people that are in the crowd there. And then as you walk into the bathrooms, there's some hidden gems, like you see a little drum set. And there's a banjo player that's like flying in the air. So the perspective, of course, is a big thing on this mural. It's all about reality unfolding into multiple dimensions. Here's what it looks like here. So I actually got the idea when I went to the Coachella Valley History Museum. I met someone working there who took me in the back and showed me like the historical archives. And the thing that inspired me the most was Dr. June McCarl, who invented the the painted road lines. So those are all throughout the mural as well. And I thought it would be cool to not show her. I mean, there's no pictures of her to really reference, but to show a hand painting a road line so locals will get it. And if people are curious about it, it'll invite them to do more research. Also, you'll notice there's some public art within this public art piece. There's a sculpture by, I'll probably pronounce the name wrong, Sarbale K. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's the one over here. And then there's some classic cars that are flying around. Now, all of these elements, of course, can be changed to get the perfect characters and objects for Indio. So that's no problem changing something. All right, so there's the design. Once the mural is complete, there'll be no maintenance necessary because I'm going to use a really good anti-graffiti coat. I use this stuff called Vandal Guard. And yeah, it's just a really good layer of UV protection. And I've had murals have some tagging, and the Vandal Guard actually works really, really well. You could take off any tagging with citrus soap. Yeah, it comes right off. The timeline, this will take me about 2 or 3 weeks. I could even do it faster. If you need it, I'll just hire people to help me. So it can be done as fast as you want. The budget, I'll pull that up, see if you have any questions. Yeah, the budget's there. Artist fee, it's like $32. All the other fees go to insurance, assistance, travel, mural protection, and then all of the paint. And yeah, the process, all of the paint that I use is Nova Color, which I found is the best paint for murals. And I only use the best pigments, so it'll last forever. Yeah, that's my presentation. Wanted to give you extra time to ask questions, and there it is.
Thank you very much, Timothy.
Yeah, for sure.
Any question for him?
Where are you from?
I grew up in Covina, but I move around a lot, like every year.
Okay.
So right now I'm over in Upland.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions for the muralist? No? Commissioner Newmeyer?
No, you said you'd be open to suggestions for changing certain content.
Definitely.
Okay.
So then, just to make a note, when we go forward with the final selection, that selection may get changed a little bit to wrap around the building, or the colors may be more muted or more sharp. So that's always a given, and you're correct. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. So the next muralist is Adam Villanueva. I believe he may be on the Zoom. Right, yeah, he is there. Okay, perfect. Adam, are you on the Zoom? Can you hear us? Is there? I believe you're muted, Adam. Okay, Adam, it looks like your audio is not coming through, so could you please check your microphone to make sure it's on, or the setting on your microphone? Otherwise, I guess if it doesn't work, please call me on my cell phone. I will send you an email right now, and then call me on my cell phone, so maybe that way we can get your voice. Let's just give him 2 minutes if he calls me. Otherwise, we can go to the next item on the agenda and come back
Staff
to him.
Move on to the staff items?
Yes.
Okay, thank
Just
you.
maybe in 2 minutes.
Sure.
Thank you. All right, Adam. Taxi.
Hi. Test, 1, 2. Hi, Indio.
It's good.
You guys might remember. You guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, might remember me from the mural I did for the tap house. And I just loved Indio after spending time there, like working on that mural and meeting the people and seeing like the hot air balloon, the music, the culture, the vibrant colors, all the other murals, and yeah, this piece is inspired by that. You can skip to the next slide. It's just a little bio, but I'm gonna keep it short, but yeah, that's me right there next to the mural we just did. And there's the two concepts I did for that one. You could skip that if you, since you're running on time. Then there's a little bio about, not a bio, information about why I did what I did for this presentation. Got the hot air balloon, live music, like keyboard, and you could skip to the next one as well. Yeah, see, there's a guitar. That's going to be one of the sides of the buildings. I think it would be great. People take photos by it, and the colors are vibrant. You got the cactus, the sky, the stars, the sun, all that. And you go to the next one. And more music stuff, like about the culture of India, like the record player, got the train that passes by there. And I love trains, so I just started working for Amtrak. And I thought it would be perfect to have that on there with a keyboard in the bottom. And then that's for the other two sides of the restroom. And wait, look, you went backwards. Forward. There you go. And there's the mock-up. And below that is the India one I did. But above that is like, you can see how all the lines line up to each other on each side of the building. Like they're gonna connect to each other. All the flowers, all the cactus, and the rainbow ground. But I think I'm gonna use the same colors I used for the one for the India Tap House, so it's gonna stand out and people are going to put one and one together. And I think it'll just look awesome. You can skip to the next. And my timeline could be 2 to 3 weeks or less. And the budget could be about $30,000 to $50,000 for paint, brushes, and for my staff and my crew. And yeah, I'm gonna use anti UV and graffiti. And yeah, it was a lot of fun doing the last one I did. I think it was a year ago. We just finished around this time of the year. And that was one of the best times I had in my life. It was like just meeting everyone in the community, and like all the food was great. And you could probably see me. I made this little design of like just to get like an idea of what I have in mind. Anyways, we could go to the next slide. There's the crew, and there's the Indio Tap House mural that we finished. Skip Page took a photo of that. Came out really cool. But yeah, I have a pretty good crew, and we could finish it pretty fast and respectfully. And we're really excited to do this again. And yeah, we could go to the next page, and it's just it's called the finale. But you can see how there's a line in this dead center where they would connect to each other at the walls. So from a distance, so it looked like a Rubik's Cube kind of vibe. But yeah, that's my presentation, and I could take some questions if you guys have any.
Any questions from the commission for Adam? No questions? Okay, Adam, thank you very much. There is no question from...
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Everybody's clapping for you. All right, so if there is any question for staff, the recommendation or what staff would like the commission to do is select 3 finalists to recommend to the city council. Again, with the caveat that the final design may be a little bit different based on how it's gonna get wrapped around the building, or things that may be there that it needs to be considered in the actual situation. Is there any question for staff regarding this project? Okay, so if you would like 5 minutes to basically sort your rating sheets Chairperson, is your,
Do we need 5 minutes?
I would like a few minutes.
I
yes,
need a
but-
few minutes. You mean
Okay.
to finish up the ratings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a few
Okay.
minutes.
Okay. Are you ready to take a vote?
Sure, I am. So the first artist was Autumn, and then, so let me just get my, my controller. So her proposed version is two, one with Abby Carter and one without. So her proposed budget was $50,000, and then he can finish the project up to 6 months if any unexpected event happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask from Commissioner Newmeyer. So Commissioner Newmeyer, would you recommend her as one of your 3 artists to go before the city council?
Unfortunately, no.
Vice Chair Armenta,
Yes.
Chairperson Sanchez,
Yes.
Who's this now?
Commissioner Marujo,
Yes.
Commissioner Pordom.
Yes.
Okay, so she's one of the artists that go before the city council. The second artist is Joe Dietel. Dietel? Dido, like Beetle? Dido. Okay, so, yeah, it says 3, but it's number 2. Or let me check. Yeah, sorry about that. So this is his proposal. The final budget is $47,800, and I'm gonna go through the names. Commissioner Newmeyer,
Yes.
Vice President Armenta,
Yes.
Chairperson Sanchez,
No.
Commissioner Morojo,
No. Oh, excuse me. No.
Commissioner Perdon.
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Dietel will be one of the artists that goes to the city council to be selected. Okay. All right, so we'll wait till I announce everybody at the end. So scratch that from your mind. So Tiffany from a Flat Black Mural Company. Commissioner Newmeyer,
No.
Vice Chair Armenta,
Yes.
Chairperson Sanchez,
Yes.
Commissioner Morojo,
No.
Commissioner Perdom,
No.
So the other artist, Adam Rodriguez, his final budget is $50,000. He can finish the project in 6 weeks. Commissioner Newmeyer,
No.
Vice Chair Armenta,
Yes.
Chairperson Sanchez,
No.
Commissioner Morojo,
Yes.
Commissioner Perdom,
Yes.
So John Cuevas, his total budget is $50,000, and I'm gonna go through the names. Commissioner Newmeyer,
Yes.
Vice Chair Armenta,
No.
Chairperson Sanchez,
Yes.
Commissioner Morojo,
Yes.
Marojo, yes, Commissioner Perdom,
Yes.
Timothy Robert Smith. He can finish the project in up to 3 weeks. His budget is $50,000. Commissioner Newmeyer,
Yes.
Vice Chair Armenta,
Yes.
Chairperson Sanchez,
No.
Commissioner Morojo,
No.
Commissioner Perdome,
No.
Adam Villanueva. He's gonna finish the project up to 3 weeks. His budget is between $30,000 to $50,000. And Commissioner Newmeyer,
No.
Commissioner Armenta,
No.
Chairperson Sanchez,
No.
Commissioner Morojo,
No.
Commissioner Perdome.
No.
So we have 4 artists that you selected right now. Of course.
Sorry, let me go ahead and jump in. So we have Autumn with 4 total votes and John Cuevas with 4 total votes. Those are the 2 highest of yeses. And we have a tie, which the tiebreaker would be the one with Flat Black and Adam. Sorry, not Adam. What was the name of it?
Is Rodriguez
Adam
and Diehl.
Rodriguez. We have basically,
Rodriguez.
yeah, Adam,
Those,
Joe Diehl,
those are the 3 that I got with 3 votes.
Adam Rodriguez, and Juan Cuevas.
No.
No. No.
No?
Joe Diehl has 3 yes. Adam Rodriguez has 3 yes. Cuevas has 4. Martino has 4.
Yes.
So it's
So Martino and Cuevas both have 4. Those automatically go through. And then we have the other 2 of them that have 3 each. That's where the tiebreaker is at. Is that correct? True. Correct. We'll see what they decide.
I mean, the commission has that discretion to send all 4 to the city council. The recommendation of a staff is 3, so it's up to you if you want to send 4.
Yes, I have Autumn and John Cuevas at 4 yeses. Those are the 2 that got the most, so those will go for sure. The other 2 that got the next highest vote are Adam Rodriguez and then the one, I believe, Joe Diehl. So if those have 3 each. So if you want to dwindle that, discuss it, dwindle that down to choose 1, or if you wanted to send both of them through, that's completely up to the commission.
Would the commission like to send all 4?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, we'll send all 4.
Yes.
Well, that was easy.
All right, so
Congratulations.
then the recommendation will be to send all 4, which, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, it will be Adam, then Joe Diehl, then Adam Rodriguez, and the last one, Juan Cuevas. I'm
Yes.
sorry, John Cuevas. So these 4 will go to the
Wait.
city council for final
How
selection.
many votes did Flat Black get?
2.
Flat Black got 3 no's and 2 yeses.
Correct.
The 2 yeses were from Vice Chair Armenta and Chairperson Sanchez.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're good with your recommendation?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Congratulations. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank
for
you.
coming in.
And then I will send you an email later on to tell you when we're gonna go to the city council. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thank you.
I'm glad we did all 4, because I was having a tough time between 2 of them, between Diehl and Rodriguez. I'd rather have them.
Yeah, well, I had Rodriguez.
Confusing. Hello.
I kind of like Bolton.
Hello, Commissioners. Now we're off to the staff items, and one thing.
Miguel, sorry, I think they still need to make a motion.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you want to do a roll call?
To send.
Did you want to do a roll call? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll move that we approve the artist Joe Dito, Joe Cuevas.
Your mark is off.
For once. I'll move that we approve the artist Joe Dito, John Cuevas, Autumn Martino, and Adam Rodriguez to bring forward to the council.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Marujo,
Yes.
Commissioner Prudhomme,
Yes.
Commissioner Newmeyer,
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Armenta,
Yes.
Chairperson Sanchez,
Yes.
motion carries.
Just walked in, sat down.
Okay, this is my first year, so this is like 1 year right now, so.
Oh, this is your first year? Yeah, no, I just.
Next, we have the staff items, item number 7.1, which is an update of the 2 robot sculptures, and I'll be presenting that. And I just wanted to give the commission a quick update as to where we're at on that. I know we started that conversation a while ago. A lot of back and forth with Golden Voice as to, hey, we decided not to sell it to you, or to lease it out and get into agreement with you all. And then it's like, hey, yeah, we are. We were initially going to put both of them. Can you go to the next slide, please? Both of them here in downtown. Nope, I added one. He changes it already. Perfect. One of them, initially we're going to put both in downtown, but the size of both of them, it was going to take up a heck of a lot of space. So after meeting with the city manager, we had a space for art at the Indio Sports Park, and it's been identified one of the locations will be at the Indio Sports Park, which will bring a lot of elevation to that, especially since most of the fields are flat, and it'll be essentially a beacon for the sports park, so you could see it throughout the community. And then the other one will stay here in downtown Indio, currently where the Food Truck Friday lot is at, and it'll essentially face the heavy metal rock sculpture that was at Power Trip, also by Golden Voice, in agreement with that. And it will kind of be our little sculpture garden, Food Truck Friday area. We're thinking of a name to name that park. It was going to be Cactus Plaza because of the cactus there, but we're still kind of toying with that. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. We are scheduled to install those in May, right after the festivals, because Golden Voice's team and the artists come out. They make sure it's installed correctly. They make sure to touch it up. If anything breaks, they fix it on site and install. So that's when we're eyeing the installation for that.
Okay.
And I would like to remind you that is not coming from the art fund. That will all be funded through the city.
Okay.
Would you like me to continue with the staff items?
Yes, please.
Madam Chair?
Yes, thank you.
So the Desert Open Tour event, which is an art event, happened in Indio on January 25th, 26th, 24th, 25th, and 26th, which was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The event was open to public from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We had 3 artists from the Indio Art Center showcase their artwork, which included a glass artist, a metal artist, and also an artist that assembles found objects. Mary Foote, Mary Murphy, and Daryl. So during that 3 days, with all the construction going on in downtown, we received over 120 visitors, and many of the art pieces from the glass artists and metal artists were sold. We also had another location on Miles. They also received a lot of visitors, so that was a successful event. We also received a lot of positive feedback. Kudos to Economic Development Department regarding all the changes that are happening in downtown, all the arts that we bring into downtown, and they were very excited for the reopening of Indio Arts Center. The other item 7.3 is update on Indio Arts Center. We went through the second plan check today. So pretty soon we're gonna have our permit, and currently we are talking to 2 contractors to get the pricing and start the construction. And the construction probably at least will take 6 to 9 months. Item 7.4 is update on Indio Mural Conservation and Restoration Program. I provided you with a sheet here regarding old Indio mural. The conservation plan, we have currently 9 murals. The conservation plan includes 3 phases. Phase 1 included old Indio mural and the history of agriculture on Yellow Mart, and also rebirth mural on Quick and Easy store. So all of them has been basically saturated with the material that brings the paint and the colors back, and it been coated with anti-graffiti. What the commission and what the city council approved was the immediate conservation, which did not include touch-up on any of the murals. Old Indio, as you recall, some of the paints has been peeled off. Right now, the mural is stable, so none of the paint will chip anymore, so it's adhere or attached to the wall, but there are still areas that there is no paint on it. So if the conservator will go back for retouch, which are included in the paper that is in front of you, it will cost about $7,100. That is if he does it as part of the phase 2 and phase 3, which he is here. If it goes back to the next year, it may be a little bit more expensive. But either way, we can do it now, or we can do it next year when he come back for looking at it at 12 months for the yearly maintenance. So I just wanted to get the feedback from the commission, if the commission would like to go back and repaint that. Yeah. So we want to know the direction, and then if that's something that the commission choose, what we'd like to do, we bring that item back before you as an action item.
Do we have an idea of how much more it'll be if we wait?
So it depends on how much the material goes up in next year, and also the cost of travel and hotel will be added to. Right now, they are already having the hotel.
I saw them working on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it will, let's say 10%, 15% will be added to it.
Any other questions, comments?
Would
What
you like
what
to?
was the original price on them for that?
I think it was $35,000.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And then again, the staff is looking for direction as if the commission would like to do that touch-up work, or we want to wait to see what will happen later on to do it. At this point, as I say, it's not going to peel anymore. It's stable.
What do you think?
Well, those murals have been there since, what was it, 80s?
No, Old Indio is 2016.
2016.
It's one of the newer ones.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, our oldest murals, many of them are gone. Were
Right.
Less than 1999, I
Right.
think. Yeah.
We have the Native American village, that's
Yes.
1997.
Oh, 97,
That's
okay.
the oldest.
Okay. I'd like to see him just go ahead and get it done.
I agree. Can we put that as an action item?
How about the rest of the commission?
It's fine to put to a vote next, yeah. the
Next time?
item. Yeah.
So you would like me to bring it back for your
Yes.
vote and consider?
Vote.
Okay.
Yes.
So it will be back on March 11th, if I'm, yeah. Okay, sure, no problem, thank you.
Item 8, commissioner comments. Layla, I do have a question.
Sure.
On the desert tortoise, at the ribbon cutting, we spoke about the school possibly naming the tortoise. Is that something we can
It
look
wasn't
into?
necessarily the school. We want to ask the neighborhood,
Okay.
which includes the school, to come up with a name. So we haven't done that yet because we're trying to put the lighting and also do the DG around it. So when it's complete, so we do that with our marketing team to go out and then select a name if that's the commission's direction. But at this point, we haven't done that yet. If that's the commission would like to do that, to get within, ask the neighbors and the school to come up with names.
Are we referring to naming the tortoise? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Or
We can
you-
name
We're
the
talking about the
tortoise.
North Jackson Park, right?
Yes, North Jackson Park, we can name the tortoise, whatever, or we can just come up with a name for the entire sculpture. Right now it's Desert Tortoise. I believe the artist called the tortoise Lily or something. So to him it was a female tortoise, but it could be anything. So that may bring some excitement to the community and to the school. So if that's something that you would like to do, we can talk internally and bring it back on March as well. Yes?
I mean, I think it would be a nice activity to have for the schools, for the kids to, come up with a name, but I am okay with either.
Yeah, I'd just like to have the artist make sure that it's okay with him, because,
Yeah, he suggested that.
huh?
He suggested the idea.
Oh, okay, no, I'm good with that then, sure, I think it'd be great for the kids.
See the kids at Jackson Elementary want to name it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a
Okay.
great idea.
We will do that. We reach out to them. So let me bring it back to tell you how receptive the school was and things like that on March. How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, sorry. And then since it's commission's item, we have a new commissioner. I thought if the chair would like, we can hear a little bit about his background.
Yeah, that was my next
Okay, perfect.
comment. I just wanted to welcome and introduce our new commissioner, Commissioner Marujo. If you would like to say a few words.
A few words, because I'm, whatever. My name is Gil Marujo. Been a resident of the city of Indio since I was born. And I was back in 1949. Other than when I went away for school. By profession, I'm a retired school educator. So I taught at Indio High for a whole bunch of years and worked at Desert Sands as at the district level as well. I was in charge of numerous things. I was what they call the district facilitator for a number of years for Desert Sands, which meant I did outreach for Desert Sands through all the community-based organizations in the valley. So I'm connected to all of them. I spent 20 years doing that. So anyway, been retired for 17 years now. And, but I'm still live in Indio. Know a lot of history of Indio, so that's somewhere, if you only been, some people always say, oh, I'm from Indio. Well, how long you live? Oh, I just moved here 5 years ago, well, I'm as old as that desert tortoise. So anyway, other than that, yes, I have a inkling for community involvement. Did a lot of work for, back in the day, for some of the older city managers when we erected the teen center. I was involved in getting that set up, with a little bit with the senior center in terms of input from the school district side. So there's a lot of projects here and there that I have touched base with in the past. Anyway, happy to be aboard and hope that I can provide you some insight to the city of Indio and its history.
Thank you.
welcome.
We're happy to have you.
Welcome.
Okay, any other comments?
I just had one, since you already brought up the tortoise, it looks like they've started to install the canopies on Jackson Street and outside Jackson Elementary, actually.
That's true, yeah. They started the first phase of it. I noticed it, I saw it Friday. It looks great, to be honest with you.
And it looks like they kept the chrome coating unless they got a powder coat that looks just like it, so it looked pretty interesting.
It is very interesting. So kudos to the commission and also to our sustainability staff that they got the grant and now it's being installed.
How far along is it gonna
It's
go?
gonna go almost to the bridge, but not continuous. It's blocks.
It goes from about the bowling alley to the pool.
Oh, okay.
See, he knows.
you
I know
talk
where
the
the
same
bowling
lingo.
alley was,
You know
and I
where
know
the
where the
pool-
pool at one time was until they decided to get rid of it.
That was it. If you haven't driven by, go check it out. They've got it up from about Rudy's Pest Control to Kenner right there.
Yeah, it starts from Kenner and Jackson almost. So if you go there, you can see the first block of installation.
Okay, if that's it, I will adjourn this meeting at 7:01 p.m.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.